All right, so I always assume that everybody knows everything right off the bat, but I wanted to show you guys some videos and some pictures of a 22 Defender, a 22 and a half, and a 23 Defender. I see a lot of people on the forums and they still have no clue what the differences are between those three. And that the 23s come with 30s from the factory. Your 22's got a door change, and the 21s and 22s are identical from the beginning. They had a half a year changeover, and so I wanted to give you guys some info and kind of show you. We've had several of these units, and the 22 and a half had a door change along with a few little minor things. The 23s come with 30-inch tires and the A-arms move forward. Now what that means for you guys is you can keep your warranty even if you swap tires. Now a lot of you probably don't know this. You're probably looking into a Defender. Bobby, be quiet. Probably looking into a Defender, and so if you put 30-inch tires on a 21, a 22, a 22 and a half, a lot of places will void your warranty just because they don't want to mess. It couldn't even have, the warranty may have nothing to do with that. But a 23 model comes with 30-inch tires from the factory. And I'm going to show you guys and kind of go over the differences, show you one flexed with 30s that we had, just to give you an idea. So here's a 22 model. And this is how they come from the factory. This has nothing done to it besides tint. And you can see that the tires are 27-inch tires. The door panels are not painted through here. And so they had a half a year model changeover. Now, these will take 30-inch tires from the factory. And later on in the video, you'll figure out why I'm telling you that. But if you put 30-inch tires on there, and let's say you break an axle and you take that in to the dealer with 30-inch tires on it. A lot of times they're going to blame it on your tires. Even though these Defenders will take 30s, no problem. They like to have something to get out of that warranty claim and make you pay for it. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that. A lot of people keep their factory rim and a factory tire, or they swap the tires back out if they have like a major issue like the diff or something goes bad. Not all dealers are that way. I'm not trying to bucket everybody in the same thing, but a lot of them will get kickbacks from BRP because they'll say, well, this one wasn't meant to have 30s. That's a 3-size tire jump, even though they clear these just fine. So I'm going to show you guys another photo. Now, this is a photo of our other one, and it had 30-inch tires on it. You can see it takes the 30s no problem, even at full flex. I'm going to show you guys full flex. Let's see. So here's one flexed out. I've got one tire up on the other side, and this one pressed down. Now, if you look right here, if I zoom in, now that's at full flex, and you can see you've got plenty of clearance around through there. This looks close right here, but there's about 2 inches between that. Now the whole reason I want to show you this is because the 23 models come with 30-inch tires from the factory. So if you get a 22 and a half, which is like our one that we've got out there now, you can see the door panels are painted through here, but it still comes with 27-inch tires. Now look how little those are. I mean, it looks like it was built for 30s from the factory. But here's the next thing. So when you put 30s on the 22s, 21s, 20s, and the 22 and a halves, it changes your clutching, your RPM. Everything's not near as smooth as it was with the 27-inch tires. It's completely fine, drives fine, but it's just one of those things that it switches your RPM range because you're putting a bigger tire on it, which basically ups the gears. So your engagement of your clutch feels totally different than it did with 27s. Now let's go to the 23 models, and that's where I want to tie this whole video in. So if you look at this, this is a 23 model. In 23, they not only added 30-inch tires. Now you can see this, they set on there perfect. They're probably 3 to 4 inches away from the kick panel here, and you've got a good 7 to 8 inches between the tire and your headlight. Now, this is just me speculating, but I'm going to guess that you can almost put 32s on this without a lift or anything because they move the A-arm forward. I've seen people say it's anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inch. But what that means for you is you can buy this unit from the factory and not have to do anything to it. 90% of the people I see that buy these put 30-inch tires on them, tint the windows, headlights, and they're done, and they ride the far out of them. They're very capable, just like that. These tires are squared off all the way around too, so no longer do you have a wide tire in the back and a skinny tire in the front. I'm going to go to the main website. What I'm curious to see is, did they do any clutching? They didn't mention anything in the videos or the press release. I watched the whole thing. I tried to ask probably 15 people, and nobody had an answer about clutching. I'm going to assume that they probably put different weights in the clutch. So on those clutch packs, they have these weights, and when you give it RPM, it slings the weights in, and that's what compresses your clutch to grab the belt. So I'm very curious to see if they did anything. Here's another picture. This is from BRP's site. You can see the tires are their brand, which I really like their brand of tires. They're way better than the Bighorns that came on the earlier models. Bighorns, their sidewall is complete trash. They go through the mud and drive fine, but if you get any rock or slate rock or anything like that, your sidewall will blow out extremely quick. But what that means for you guys is if you buy a 23 model, that means that you can keep your factory warranty as long as you don't swap the tires or anything without any questions asked. Now, they did add a price bump to the 23 models. It's about $1,500 difference than what it was, $1,500 to $1,600 difference. But you're getting 30-inch tires, which at the cheapest will run you $700 for just an average pair of 30s. And then you're getting forward A-arms. They're still arched, just as if they were on all the other models. But you're going to have all your warranty without having to do anything from the factory. So you guys can see. Now, the thing that I wonder is, will it clear 32s from the factory? Theoretically, I think it will because they've moved this A-arm forward. And when you look at the model previously with 30s on it, it clears 30s no problem, and the A-arms aren't moved forward. I can show you guys that. Couldn't find the little thing there. But just as I was showing you earlier, this one in full flex, you can see here. Now these A-arms, this is with 30s, and you see how much clearance you've got up here? Now if this was moved forward an inch or two, I think it's going to give you enough clearance for 32s. Just my opinion, but we'll see. I've got one ordered. Anyway, you guys have a good day.